turns out the top floor of the mansion was not as empty as first thought. Much to their surprise, a man is discovered tied up and shoved into a corner of one of the rooms. Starving and dehydrated, and mostly naked except for his underwear, it takes some coaxing to get the man's name and how he ended up in the mansion. His name was Ned, and he had been attacked by the smugglers and held captive. Grateful for the rescue, Ned convinces the ladies to let him tag along, even though at this point their plan was to load up the small boat they found in the tunnels with the loot and take it back to Saltmarsh. Nothing too exciting, which at this point is what Ned, and really everyone, is looking for. Unfortunately, their trust in poor Ned was misplaced. As soon as their backs are literally turned, he attacks! And while obviously outnumbered, Ned puts up a formidable fight. Ember is mortally wounded while the others end up battered, bruised, and in some cases unconscious. Even then, Ned realizes he's in over his head and surrenders. He confesses the attack was strictly business. He had been hired by an unknown benefactor to take out the ladies. He never got a name, but the description he gave bared a striking resemblance to a certain council member who hired the ladies. Obviously in need of answers and quickly, Ned is tied up and is loaded on the boat along with the goods and poor Ember's body, and they take off for Saltmarsh. The boat ride is uneventful until they reach the docks of Saltmarsh. A flash from a rooftop catches the gang's attention, and ranged weapons are quickly drawn. A shot manages to graze whomever it was, but not enough to take them down, which is unfortunate for Ned, because he was the target and is now quite dead. The boat's appearance and the sudden sniper attack easily catches the townfolk's attention, and they are greeted by a rather large crowd, including the head of the guard. While not under arrest, their weapons are taken for safekeeping, and they are escorted to the council hall, while Ned's body is taken care of, and Ember is sent off to the druids to prepare for the healing ritual. The ladies are mad, confused, and frankly ready to tear off some heads. But before accusations are thrown about, Betty quickly jumps in and manages to get their promised payment from Councilman Primewater for completing their hired assignment. No point getting thrown in jail before getting paid. A rather lengthy discussion then ensues, with more questions coming forth and even more confusion. Once spelled out, any motivation that Gellin might have had for wanting the ladies dead doesn't seem to hold water. Could someone versed in disguise magic be trying to set the councilman up? No time to worry about that now, as the ladies now have a new assignment on behalf of the entire council. Stop the rest of the smugglers and take their ship. Should be easy enough, right?
So the plan is for you guys to capture or sink the smuggler's ship when it comes back in to drop off more loot.
Yep.
You found a book with signals and a signaling lantern.
Correct.
And you know where to signal from in the mansion. What is your plan?
That is a $1 million question, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. So where are we stationed right now? Like, where are our characters?
Yeah.
Well, right now you're still in town.
Okay.
Right. Because we had to heal Ember.
Yeah. And did we have a long rest? Did we get our
This will be days later.
Okay.
We almost got arrested.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You also accused one of the lead council members of treason.
Yes, but we still got paid.
Which
Which, add a character comment here at the moment. Our Tuesday morning staff meetings, we always go around and talk about our weekly wins, and it doesn't have to be something work related or we just want to brag about. And last Tuesday, I totally bragged about how the fact that we got through this whole thing and get taken back to town, looking like we're going to be accused of like murder or something. But
or high treason
or
ourselves.
high treason or something. But I managed in the end before crap hit the fan. I made sure we got paid.
And your coworkers are like, "What the crap are you talking about?"
Yes, because I could tell where your minds are going, and I'm like, it's like they're all ready. You guys are gunning for blood, like y'all are pissed and everything that happened. And meanwhile, my pirate rogue over here is like, no, before we do anything that can get us thrown in jail or worse, we need to make sure we get paid.
We might need bail money.
Yeah.
Please pay us.
Yes.
Yes, you're gonna get a nice stabby hug.
Yeah, I was like, y'all were just like ready to gung ho and be like, you so and so, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, we need to make sure we get paid first.
Oh, there's a bit of sad news.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so no, it's just another celebrity who's on Star Trek passed away.
Oh no.
I'm not sure I call him celebrity. So, Lieutenant Kyle, do any of you know who that is in the original series? He was in a whole bunch of episodes, but he wasn't ever a main character.
He must not have been a red shirt then.
Familiar. Yeah.
No, he actually showed up in Star Trek 2 as well. He was one of the other crewmen on the Reliant, Commander Kyle.
Okay.
No. Well, his actor has passed away. He was 91.
91's not bad, though.
No.
Nope.
Especially since he was wearing a red shirt.
Yeah, no, true.
Anyway, back to our plan.
Anyway, back to our plan.
Yes. What is your plan?
So
I just had to boast
Pirate
about
ship.
how I was boasting about how I made sure we got paid.
Yes. Getting paid is good.
Good, yes.
Okay, so it's been a couple days.
Mhm.
As far as we know, that ship has not returned yet.
No, yeah, they have guards watching.
Okay.
The guards will not board the ship. That's your job, but they'll keep an eye
Right.
out.
But they'll let us know when it's coming.
Yeah, you'll be able to get in position without too much problem.
Okay, so
Okay. Do we know anything about this ship, or even just the type of ships that smugglers tend to use?
Nope.
What we're up against? So.
No. You figure, well, it's got to be big enough to carry the cargo, so it's not going to be not going to be on the small side.
Yeah.
But it probably won't be too large because they also value speed.
Right.
Okay.
And we're not sure how many crew that they have. Will we decrease their numbers somewhat?
Yeah.
The crew, I mean, a British ship of the line had literally hundreds of crew. You probably won't be facing nearly that many because that many cuts into your profit margins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably will be outnumbered.
Lovely.
is there?
I
a
can
way
guarantee
for
we're
us
going to be outnumbered.
I was gonna say,
Would there be a way for us to sneak onto the ship and just kind of pretend we were there the whole time?
Yeah.
Well,
it's like, I don't know. Should we? Because we are going to be outnumbered. That's the thing. It's like, should
Would there
we
be any?
should
would there
we
be any?
try to? If we try to sneak on the ship, or even just try to get the jump on them anywhere, we're going to be grossly outnumbered. I'm just wondering if we can't sabotage the ship.
Right. Or would there be a possibility that we could maybe ask politely for some reinforcements
Yeah.
from the
you
guard
can
watch?
ask. You can ask, but that's not going to go very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
Kinda
the
Not
thing
necessarily in
Not-
everybody's good books at the moment.
Well, it's not even that. It's like,
True.
well, what if we're going to send the guard? What are we hiring you for?
That's true.
That's true.
True.
Well, let's see. How about this? Because I am a mercenary and a priestess or cleric of Procan. I make my living hiring myself out as an onboard envoy cleric type of thing to appease the god. So what if we let the ship dock, let them come in. They're going to, come to like the taverns and stuff. I will offer my services as a cleric to help them have smooth sailing, as it were. And hopefully they will hire me. And then I will say, here, I also need my friends to come with me because I need their help.
Well,
or I'll find a way to sneak you on the ship somehow.
Yep, that's a very interesting idea with just one slight problem. It's not going to dock.
No, I'm not talking about in the docks. I'm talking about when they get into town.
It's not going to. The whole reason they had that.
They're not going to go into town. They know that they're safely out of the way in the mansion.
Yeah. As far as from what you've seen, and the fact that there was a boat there, they come along shore, they signal the crew at the haunted house. They get the signal back,
and that's when they offload the stuff.
Yeah, and then the people on shore row that little boat out.
Let's see.
The treasure, and then head back.
Okay.
And then repeat.
So, let me think. Because we know about the house. They know about the house, or we know about the house, so we know about their operation. I'm just trying to figure out. There's got to be a way
that they know
leverage
something about us.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
Oh, they
not
don't?
necessarily.
That's what I'm trying to say. Hey,
okay.
you need my help.
Yes, but remember this: the guys on the ship will have no idea what happened to the guys on shore.
Oh, that's true, because we killed them.
They
all.
haven't been back yet.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Right. So we have the slight element of surprise.
Yes, and it'll be nighttime, because of course they're going to unload their smuggled goods at nighttime. That's pretty much just an assumption you can make. And you have the little boat.
So we just row out like we're one of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was suggesting before.
Okay.
Yeah, but then they're going to realize we're not.
Do we?
Especially if we have Ember.
Okay, how tight knit are these guys? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Like, will they notice that we're different?
Well,
that
depends on how well you do it and how dark it is.
Okay, of the smugglers that we've killed, can we create some disguises out of any of the stuff?
Well, most of them are dressed pretty normally for sailors. One of them was wearing that armor that one of you's now wearing. I forget which.
Anya.
Oh, well. Anyone have a disguise spell? I don't.
No.
Let me check. Let's see.
I mean, if
at least you guys are sailors, or formerly were.
Yeah.
Right.
See, if we just try to get the drop on them, we're just gonna get outnumbered really quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Unless
like.
you're really quiet.
I'm just like, let's act like we're we're supposed to be there.
Now, and see, I don't know if my invisibility would work. That's just it, because we're.
Yeah, that's more of a long. We need more of a long-term thing.
Right, exactly. That's why I was, yeah.
Okay, we've got us.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the four of us. We've got Ember. We've got that elemental gem that we could possibly use.
Right. We have my bardic inspiration.
Yeah. We've got our rowboat. Most of us have the ability to swim to a point.
Yep.
And then we have the gloves of swimming/climbing.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Enya's new armor, which allows her to swim.
Yep.
Well, you tuck that out for a minute. I need to go take my contacts out real quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because, well,
One of you, I believe, one of you's got a spell that can do fog, but that would blind us too in the process.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking, well, because part of me's thinking, because we can swim out there. I'm thinking about the end of Pirates of the Caribbean when.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the two guards
Jack
come.
Sparrow do this.
Well, no, I was thinking like the two English soldier guys
Yeah.
that at the end they like just kind of end up on the boat
Well,
and they join the pirates and they
yeah.
just kind of
Mhm.
act like they've been there the whole time anyway.
And I mean, worst case, if we had to, I do have Vicious Mockery and Dissonant Whispers to use too if we need to.
You like turn them against each other?
Possibly.
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's something to think about. I mean,
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we can't get if we can't use the boat, our rowboat, because again, I'm thinking Pirates of the Caribbean, if we can't do some sort of distraction like they did in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah,
They
when
dressed
they
the two guys up like a couple of women.
Mhm.
But we already are women.
I mean, yeah.
But so, something that they wouldn't expect to be, women out in frilly dresses.
Yes,
Mhm.
but
Out
we
for
don't
a-
necessarily have anything like that on us, do we?
No, we don't think so.
No.
There's
Let's
got to be a way to
see.
sneak on. There really has to be.
Well, I mean, we could, if it's going to be dark,
Mm-hmm.
depending on the setup and how dark it is, if it's possible, we could row out to their ship on a side that they aren't. I'm assuming they unload on like a gangplank or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming if we come up the other side while they're unloading and climb up the side of the ship, maybe do some.
I'm sure we could do that.
Do some sabotage in the ship in the
Mhm.
process. Chauncey suggested taking some boards out so it starts filling with
All
water.
right. Now, let's see. Magic initiative.
Because
I'm
I should be a
yeah.
fairly adept climber, I believe, being
Yeah.
a halfling.
Well, the rogues,
Rogue.
you get some dexterity.
Yeah.
And us elves should be good at that
Yeah.
too.
And then Leah's got the gloves of climbing.
Mhm.
Right. Now,
So
what about the flute? Does that do anything? Could that kind of lull the crew a bit, or no?
Well, if you're on board for a long time,
Okay.
that's probably a little longer than you can afford.
Right. Yeah. Don't worry. I was just spitballing.
Yep.
There.
because I'm just thinking that if all we do is go and if we somehow manage to like sabotage the ship and destroy the ship, because they did say that the condition of the ship was up to us,
Right.
that would
Seems such a waste.
yeah it is, and that would also make them more likely to scatter.
Mm-hmm.
And that would leave us with people out there that
Mhm.
way.
Would be upset at us.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like we need to take the ship and them.
Well,
Mhm.
plus
Process.
remember, you already got paid for recovering some of the contraband and stolen goods.
Right.
If you sink the ship, that sinks all that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's Oh man, this is like the hardest thing we've had to do so far, and I'm at a complete loss at what to do.
It's like, yeah, well, I mean, you figure you have at least a decent chance of getting the element of
Oops, that was-
surprise
Yes.
because they don't know anything's happened to the people on the shore. And they'll.
Now, is there a way that we could have them all come off the ship, take care of them, and then hop onto the ship?
Yeah, but once they're off the
Mm.
ship, they're not less. On the ship, they're more confined.
True.
Yeah, and they almost certainly wouldn't leave the ship with no one on board.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, the fact that they have a boat at the smuggling cave
Right.
suggests that they don't get off the boat at all.
Right.
if they don't have to.
Right.
Offload the goods and off they go.
Yep.
We may just have to act like we're the guys we killed,
Mm-hmm.
at least for a while. And hopefully things on the ship will be a little chaotic enough when they're unloading stuff that they really won't notice that we're not who we say we are.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Right. Now,
Well-
do I need to cast my bardic inspiration now, or we?
Yeah, well, we would pretty well assume you cast it at the start of the
Okay.
day to give
Gotcha.
everybody temporary hit points.
All right.
That takes up 2 of your uses.
Okay.
So how many temporary hit points do we get?
5. It'll be on your character sheet. Your token, rather.
Oh, okay.
Hey, well, first things first is we need to go back to the mansion,
Mhm.
and we need
Yep.
to send a signal
Yep.
because we need to
Luckily-
get them here in the first place.
Yep.
Luckily, you have the signals for that, so you don't need
Yes.
to really worry about that.
Right.
So it's nighttime. The boat arrives. They send the signal of where is it? Long, short, which current notes you have means is it safe? The response being short, long, everything's safe. And then the boats will signal long, ready to unload, come to the ship.
All right.
So, you are now on the little boat that was beneath, and you are heading to the ship. How are you going to approach?
Very carefully.
So,
Casually.
specify. The ship is laying broadside to the shore. Are you going to approach from the shore side? Just head straight forward?
Wait, which side's broadside? I don't know my.
The long.
Rachel
it-
doesn't know nautical terms.
Yeah. The ship is lengthwise to the shore.
Okay, so it's like
Okay.
parallel to the
Yeah.
shore.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll come up to the side like we're gonna start loading stuff or helping them unload.
Okay.
I remember until our cover gets blown, we're part of the crew.
Roll casually.
What about Ember? What are we doing with her?
Fly casual, Chewie.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. You got
We
it.
found her.
Ember's taking a snooze.
Yeah, let's say if we show,
needed.
I'm pretty sure they would notice if somebody showed up with a wolf. They would probably remember if somebody in their crew had a
Yeah.
wolf.
Well, we say we
She
found her at the house, and
I wanted a pet.
Exactly.
Isn't she cute? I want a puppy.
we-
You
we
never let me
adopt-
have a puppy.
Okay.
We adopted her. She's our new security measure.
Okay.
All right.
exactly.
That's her
Okay.
story, and we're
So,
sticking to it.
as you approach the deck, there are a total of 5 sailors you can see.
Okay.
Now, if you notice the map, it's divided into the levels.
Uh-huh.
The top one by you guys is the upper level.
Okay.
There's a guy up by the
the wheel, and another back by the keel, and a third man in the crow's nest.
Okay.
And then on the main deck, there are 2 men here and here. They are waiting for you guys to come on board.
Okay.
Let's see. Didn't mark them for. Okay. If the game will behave. Okay.
So
The
what
one on the
is
right, my right, not yours, calls down. It's like, hope you're ready to work, but who are you lot? I don't recognize you.
Rick.
Well, better say something.
What do you mean you don't recognize us? We've been here the whole time. You don't pay attention. Now start
think
loading
the
stuff
salt
up. We're
water
burning
is
daylight.
getting you to you.
It's night.
You know what we mean. Figure
Alright,
speech.
Roll a deception check.
Okay.
Just Chrissy.
Oh, well, I did.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Luckily for you, it is still dark, and that helps because they can't see you too clearly. All right, so they let you climb on board. Oh,
okay.
actually, you'd be. All right. So again, there are 5 guys you can see. There is a alarm bell by the keel over here.
Okay.
So right now, they don't look worried at all.
Good.
What
Hopefully
do
keep it that
you
way.
do?
I say we start helping them unload and see what we can see in the process.
And see if there's some way we can't disable the alarm bell in the process.
Yeah.
Well, the cargo is going to be down below deck.
Yeah.
So you are not going to go anywhere near the alarm bell from where you are.
Oh, okay. Where's the shot?
Dude, I just thought of something, but I think it might be too late to try.
What's that?
Dear.
Kill everybody and hide the bodies?
Turn Ember invisible and have her just kind of stand by the alarm bell and not let anyone near it.
That is slightly late for that now, yes.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Okay. So keep in mind there's the 5 sailors. They're probably no tougher than any of the other guys you've fought,
Yeah.
and probably not as strong as the ones with the bows.
Yeah. But there's probably more where that came from.
Well, below decks, yes.
Yes. So we need to get. So I said let's start helping them unload
Air
stuff
quotes,
and
yeah.
get a better head count. Because if we start making a ruckus now, that's just gonna. They aren't gonna need to sound the alarm bell.
Right.
So let's get to work. This stuff
Okay.
won't unload
Well,
itself.
then they
No.
direct you to this door here at the front of the ship that will head you down towards the cargo bay. However, as you head down to that level, in the hammocks in this room 10 below decks, there are 5 more sailors. Right now, they are just lying in the hammocks, but once they see you, they start grumbling and get up and head towards the cargo deck to start grabbing stuff.
Okay.
So now there are 10 of them.
So we're at 10.
Okay.
All right.
Do we want to do like a perception and see what we can
If there's
notice?
anything we can use.
Any other weapons? They have cannons.
No,
Does the ship have
the ship
cannons?
itself does not appear to be armed.
Okay, that's good. Goodness for small favors. Okay,
Yep.
so we're at least 10 heads now.
Yep.
The ship itself, no weapons for the ship itself, which is good.
Well, whatever you're going to do, you probably should do it quickly, because right now, you've seen the 10 sailors who know of your presence.
Yep.
but you haven't seen any of the officers.
Ugh.
The longer you wait, the more they're going to know you're there. The more they're
Yeah.
going to start getting to work.
Okay. Crap. If we're down below deck,
No guts, no glory.
yeah. Let's say, down below deck, we're all trapped, but that includes them being trapped.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Although we don't necessarily want to destroy all that precious cargo, but
No. Let's see. I'm
you can see where my
my
mind goes.
Valid point.
Let's say if we can try to take those guys out while they're down below, while they're in a tight quarter. So keep them away from the stairs so they can't get above deck where there's more room. Although those other 5 are probably going to come down as soon as they hear an explosion.
Right. Let's see.
That's
How
true.
can we just knock them out? Maybe.
Well, you might be past that moment too.
Yeah.
Because if you were going to knock people out, you should have gone for the guys up on deck before you went down.
Yeah.
So your
That's
options are dwindling.
Yes.
Well,
We're not doing this very well.
No.
Remind me again what that elemental gem does.
It summons an elemental that will fight for you, but if the person who used it loses their concentration, it will turn hostile. Okay, so while you're thinking this over, they call you into the room to start help get the stuff. Oh, and the wolf would probably stay up on deck.
I got an idea.
Okay.
I have thaumaturgy as one of my cantrips.
Which is?
I can manifest a minor wonder for a minute. So I can make my voice boom. I can change the lights. Basically I'm showing off. It's parlor tricks.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to think. I could try to distract them somehow from, use thaumaturgy, distract them for a bit. And then you guys do something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the doing something part.
I know. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
What spells do we have between
I
us?
have vicious mockery and dissonant whispers.
I don't
I
really
was
have
thinking
anything
that
that'll help
one.
with
Yeah,
this.
I don't have anything.
Yeah. So I've got that one. I've got fog cloud. I'm just trying to disorient them while we, try to pick them off one by one.
Right. But fog cloud, doesn't that disorient the whole crew?
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Us included?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We don't want that.
Okay, so
It's
you do
necessary.
okay, so if you can do like the
'Cause-
parlor
yeah.
trick.
Because here's the thing: sailors are a superstitious lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like
If I have a great big voice booming out from the middle of nowhere.
And
what
then if I follow up
we-
with dissonant whispers, we might really rattle their cage.
And I could actually cast fog cloud out into the ocean. 120 feet within range. Oh, you little
No,
turd.
no, ignore me. I'm just preparing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's true.
So why don't? Okay, so we're helping them start to unload. One of us brings up the fact that we heard that the townsfolk think that the house is haunted. So we get that hopefully in their mind because they're superstitious.
Yes.
So then you
Well,
cast
Thaumaturgy.
and make it seem like you've angered
Awoke it.
Procan or something.
Yes. Gonna have a big boom, like.
Right. Like you know, get away from this place. I am not
Who, no,
Beware.
who
Beware.
disturbs my slumber?
Yeah.
If we can get them to disperse, it would be. At least we wouldn't have to take on all of them at once. Because that's what it's looking like.
He keeps rolling initiative. This is not good.
Now,
No.
can we combine your spell with summoning the elemental? That make it more believable.
Sure. Just don't lose concentration.
Yeah, and how do we do
Yeah,
that? How, like,
basically
Well,
that's
don't
just
get hit.
Don't get hit.
So whoever
Okay.
does it should probably like try to stay hidden.
yes. Hide me in a barrel. Stick me in a barrel. Nobody's likely
Plenty
to
of
see.
those.
Too bad someone's already up in the crow's nest. I'd climb up there.
You knock him out to the deck, and you're like, "Oh no, Procan, he is upset with us."
Yeah. Okay, that sounds like a start of something.
Well, you have 6 seconds to do something because they're
Okay.
starting to, grab barrels to hand to you all.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So what exactly are you doing?
I'm casting thaumaturgy. It's
Okay.
a big bellowing voice out in the ocean. Rachel is going to use the elemental stone, conjure an
And-
image that will scare them.
And then I'll follow up with dissonant whispers just to add more fuel to the fire.
All right. Where are you going to summon the air elemental? It's a little crowded where you are.
Yeah, we should probably go back up on the main deck.
Yes.
Which we gotta take stuff that way to help unload anyway.
All right. So you take barrels and you head up to the deck.
Man, we wondered if you guys were ever gonna show up. Sitting around twiddling our thumbs.
You know,
While we were waiting, I heard the craziest thing via the rumor mill. Apparently, the yahoos down in the town think this house is haunted.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What a bunch of yahoos!
Well, that was the plan.
yeah,
we
they
know
actually.
that. We
they
know
actually-
it's not haunted, but they genuinely think it's haunted.
Good, great. Boss's plan worked.
I just can't believe what people will think.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to cast. Okay, we up on the deck. I'm going to cast thaumaturgy, and my voice, the voice I'm going to conjure, going to yell
Okay,
out.
now it's your voice it makes louder. You can't conjure it. It's not
I
ventriloquism
know.
too.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, Rachel, you ready with that elemental?
I guess so. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. But how I make this work, you crack it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to click on something?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, well there's the only spot it'll appear. That's the only spot it'll
And
fit.
I'm standing next to it, so it can more
Yep.
sound like that. Who disturbs my slumber?
Well,
What the?
it's now 2 arms. Everybody. So go ahead and roll initiative now, because that woke up everybody.
We were bound to get everybody eventually. Ugh.
Okay, roll initiative.
I
You have now alerted the entire ship.
I'm having trouble getting Ember's page up. He does not like me. There we go. Got it.
We need it.
Sorry. Ooh.
All right, so
Well, we're gonna do what we can.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so the bandit marked with the red and the second symbol, right next to the elemental, reacts like a man possessed. It's like ah, and he attacks the air elemental. Oh, there's the elemental. Well, it misses. He just straight up misses.
Yeah.
He does not hit, although he did react very fast. And he's like, 2 arms! Sorcery is afoot! Okay, now, Leah, what are you going to do?
Let's see. Ladies, do you want me to follow up with Dissonant Whisper, or should I make with the Stabby Hug?
Might be time for stabby hug. I think we're done trying to be sneaky.
Okay, I'm going to
As long as I still got the elemental going, they're
Okay,
at least somewhat distracted.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to rapier the one in red.
Okay.
Ugh,
You miss.
crap.
Now, you miss, however, the other bandit across from you sees you do this and is like, traitors! It's an ambush! Now, he is still going to attack the air elemental, though, because it's right there in his way. Okay, it is Finea's turn. So, you're kind of surrounded. There's also 2 guys who were down in the boat that you brought because they were getting ready to accept the cargo.
What do I have?
No mercy, guys. No mercy. Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Yep. Let's see. I have shatter. Trying to figure out what would be the best way to.
Well, if you were willing to hit yourself and the air elemental, you could hit 4 of them.
I don't want to hit myself or the air elemental.
Well, then you could hit at most 2, so shatter might be a bad idea. It would also damage the ship.
If the ship still floats by the time we're done with this, I will call that a win.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wood can be replaced. We cannot.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. I'm going to. Let's see. I guess I will. Let's see. I will do Sacred Flame on this orange guy here.
Well, he crit, so nothing happens.
Stupid dice.
This is seem familiar.
Okay, so this bandit
This is
in
why.
the
This is
boat-
why we didn't want to have a straight up fight.
Well, there are times for caution, and there are times to be timid, and there are times to just slit throats.
Yeah.
You have much better odds at 5-1, but oh well, this should be fun. Okay, the guy down on the boat calls out, he's like, "What's going on?" And he starts climbing up the side. So he will end his turn here. It is Betty's turn.
Oh boy.
So there is 1 bandit 5 feet away from you, and that's really all you can reach right now.
Which one is that? The purple one? Is that purple? What color is that?
Yeah, the
That
purple
one?
with the. There's 10 of them. Purple with the second dot.
Okay. The one to my left as I'm looking at the
Yes.
screen. Okay.
Yeah, the one
The one
who's
that's by
by
Ember.
the. Yeah, the one who's by
And
Ember and by the
Yeah.
and the hatch leaning down below.
Right. Okay. 5 feet. So
that will hit. And you do get sneak attack. Not that it matters. He's actually dead.
Yeah.
Yay. Good.
I'm not going to expend
So-
any extra energy then. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Well,
No,
if you really wanted to,
you-
you could then move over to this guy and try and stab him.
Ooh, which one?
This one.
Oh, okay. With my sneak attack?
Yeah, you would still have sneak attack because you have Leia right there. You
Right.
would be in
Mhm.
this square.
Would that be sneak attack with my offhand or?
Offhand, yes.
Okay.
Well, you hit and he still dies.
Nice.
So it's like, stab to the left, stab to the right.
Step to the right. Fight, fight, fight.
Yeah.
Just a bit more pointy cheer routine there.
Woohoo!
Although you're still a little short for a cheerleader.
Which is
I
saying
don't,
something.
I don't like wearing skirts anyway.
Okay, well, the other guy climbs up out of the boat. That takes his whole turn. Next up, the guy at the wheel comes over to the railing and is like, "What is wrong with you?" And then he sees the air elemental and,
Thinks better of it.
and he actually hits the air elemental.
Mm.
The bolt kind of like goes straight through almost, kind of goes wavery when he's inside the air elemental, and then it's at the other side, so it doesn't really do much. Okay. And it's another guy's turn. He's also right next to the air elemental, and that's the obvious big threat. He, however, cannot manage to hit the broadside of an air elemental. And it is a broadside. It's not that hard. Okay,
And you
Enya.
remember your hunter's mark.
Yeah, that's what I-
So, there are 5 bandits on the deck. 1 in the crow's nest, and 2 on the upper portion of the deck. So, lots of targets. And the nearest is only 5 feet away from you.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna.
There's a phrase I remembered from an old game years ago. Feather me yon oaf.
What?
Yeah, like what?
I don't understand that reference.
Translated, shoot him with an arrow. Feather me yon, over there, oaf. That guy.
That guy. Gotcha.
So,
I
yes.
think I'm gonna.
Take out the guy in the crow's nest. I can climb up there.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, shoot the guys in the crow's nest. Let's see how good your arrow flies.
I don't care about
Like,
wells,
get-
but I'm all for climbing up that thing.
And are you using Hunter's Mark?
Yep.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, he is already. That's already 12 points of damage before you roll Hunter's Mark. So he is in fact dead.
Woohoo!
Oh, so I don't have to.
Well,
Worry
so
about that.
Hunter's Mark is still cast, and when
Okay.
it is on your next turn, you can use your bonus action to mark someone else.
Okay.
So as long as you don't get hit and lose your concentration, you can keep using Hunter's Mark against your new targets.
Okay.
That's what makes it so useful.
I thought it was like just like one person into that.
No, yeah,
Mark.
yeah. After your target dies, you can use a bonus action to target someone else.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, important question. What are you ordering the air elemental to do?
What can it do?
Yeah.
It tends to punch things.
Oh, okay. In that case, punch all the ones that aren't us.
Yeah.
Sick 'em.
Punch within reach.
All right, the air elemental lashes out and punches 2 bandits, and they're definitely the worse for wear because they're, dead.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, it is Ember the wolf's turn.
And Ember is going to fight this dude.
Okay. All right, let's see your attack. That will miss.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. I gotta remember. I think. Wait, okay. It will still miss. Just do remember. Ember has pack tactics. Since
Right.
Leia and Betty are next to this target, she has advantage. Now, she still misses in this case, but that's something to remember.
Okay.
All right. You hear some cussing and shouting from one of the rooms. And out. Well, the door opens and you see someone dressed very fancily.
Oh.
They stop there when they see the air elemental. Okay. Shoot with
Gone to
crossbow.
hell in a handbasket up here.
Moves up. Okay.
Jeez.
All right. So yeah, that looks to be, well, he's either dressed very fancily or he's the captain because he has the fanciest hat you've seen. But yeah, he pulled out a hand crossbow, shot the air elemental, and then moved in closer and used a long sword. And I do believe that is all he's going to do. Yes. Okay.
Curious about how these attacks are hitting an air elemental.
Yeah, it's still sort of there.
I mean, if it can
Okay.
do damage, it's got to be solid enough.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's just my mind is trying to make sense.
It's magic. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So.
Especially when it's helping.
Yeah.
So the other door opens right here, and a dude in sort of more robish outfit, but still clearly a sailor, comes out, sees the air elemental, and then casts a spell at it and zaps it with lightning. He then backs up a bit into the room, but leaves the door open.
What does Yahoo think he is?
Well, so with magic.
We'll find out.
Okay. And then from down below, that's not what I wanted to do. The door here opens, and another officer comes out and begins to attack the air elemental. Okay. Oh, and it's still my turn.
Oh dear.
This other door opens. He starts shouting at the bandit to get out of the way, and then just shoves his way through. Not the bandit, the sailor. He needs the bandit stats. And what is he going to do? He tries to attack the air elemental with a hook, but he misses.
A hook? How cliche.
The fellow up on top moves over to the keel and triggers the alarm. It seems a little unnecessary, but he still does it.
Makes him feel better.
Yeah. And then he misses with a crossbow bolt fired at the air elemental. And finally, the one who is standing in the way of the bosun swings his scimitar at the elemental and hits, and barely seems to scratch it. Okay, all of that done. It's now been 6 seconds since the fight started, and it's Leia's turn.
Okay, I am going to. Could I crossbow the guy in the orange with the second mark? Or would that be
Yes.
overkill?
Well, okay. Since he's right next to you, if you use a crossbow or bow, you'll have disadvantage on your attack roll. So
Gotcha.
you would want to use like a rapier on him.
Okay,
But yes,
we'll
you can
just-
still use Hunter's Mark.
I can't. I don't have Hunter's Mark.
Not Hunter's Mark. I'm sorry, I was the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
do
keeping people
rapier.
confused.
That's okay. I'll do rapier.
Rapier is still the point. Well, why was I thinking Hunter's Mark?
You
That's
were
Enya.
thinking of Enya. You were thinking of Enya.
You're right next to each other there on the screen.
Yep.
It's a little crowded.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a little
Slightly.
crowded.
Although it is thinning.
Yeah. Thinning.
Especially after that.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, you stab him straight through, and he is dead.
Yay! Good.
Okay. Well, it's another bandit's turn, and he hits the elemental. Okay, Finea, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, this guy standing right next to me, him,
Okay.
I'm actually going to take a step back and use Guiding Bolt on him.
Okay, he slashes at you but misses. You hit though.
Good.
He is not, however, quite dead.
Slightly
He's
dead.
not dead yet.
No, he's nearly dead.
Almost.
Okay, Betty, it is your turn.
All right. Okay. I hate to leave you guys in the lurch, but I really want to get up that eagle's nest.
We'd rather have you up the eagle's nest because
Okay.
we don't want you getting hurt, my dear.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Give
I'd have a
me-
nice view. I could shoot things from up
Okay.
there.
That's
Give
true.
me an athletics check.
Okay.
Be fleet. Be swift.
Okay. So you make it up to the top, but that's your entire turn.
Okay.
All right. It's now my turn again. There's a bandit. He sees you climbing. He shoots his crossbow
I'm naturally stealthy as a.
and misses.
Oh, yay, thank
Okay.
goodness.
Now it's Enya.
And your hunters.
Hunter's
Technology.
On the red guy on top. That
Okay,
guy.
you can't see him from where you are.
Oh, I can't?
No, because you're up against the railing and he's above you.
Oh,
But if you were to
right,
move up the stairs, like there and to there, then you could clearly see him.
would that take my entire...
No, that would just be part of your move. You'd be fine.
Okay.
Because
Great.
there's stairs right there next to you, so.
I want to try to get a clear way for Betty to...
Yep.
No.
All right.
So, wait, Hunter's Mark on...
The red guy. Okay. Guy at the wheel.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you hit, and even without Hunter's Mark, he is dead.
Yay.
Nice.
But that's good, because he definitely, it always sucks to be off by just 2 points. Like what happened to Chrissy just now.
Mhm.
Oh, hush you.
Well, it's the air elemental's turn. He's gonna.
Okay, we
Probably
want him to we want him to repeat smash,
Yeah,
Hulk
just-
smash, air elemental smash.
Sure.
He kills that bandit, but let's see. Oh, why didn't it? Hold on. I have custom dudes for the guys, and it did not record their ACs like it's supposed to. Okay. And the first mate. There's the first mate. 16. Okay, so he missed the second attack. Oh wait, no, he didn't. There was one more normal guy left.
Mhm.
Okay. Whew. Yeah. He just put his fist entirely through that bandit. It came out the back end. It's very messy. Because that was
Blood never bothered me anyway.
that was double the required damage.
Double fatality.
Yeah.
Finish
that.
him!
Yeah. Yep.
Fatality!
Okay.
Copyright for any of this.
We're quoting it. It's okay. It's not.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Well, it is now Ember's turn. There are only 4 guys that she can see. The
No,
3 right
can-
here, and then the
Mhm.
dude up top here.
Now, since I'm still next to Ember, can she still do pack mentality, or does she need to be closer to Enya?
No,
So
so
just
the way it works is you both have to be next to the same enemy.
Okay,
And there are no enemies nearby.
gotcha.
So
But,
is that air, I was gonna say that's the air elemental count.
yes.
Okay,
That's what I was
cool.
gonna say.
So
So,
I'm
yeah.
going to move.
Okay, so you can't
I
be in
didn't
the same space as the air elemental.
So you'd probably, so
Yeah,
you
my-
might have to be like right there.
My computer's just being weird.
Ah. Okay,
It's-
so are you going after the guy with the green base?
I was thinking because where's the elemental, like either first mate or the green?
Okay, so after this guy?
Yeah, is that
he does look to be the easiest target. He's wearing the least amount of armor.
okay?
Okay, that will hit. 12 points of damage. Okay, did not knock down though. Gotta love having sea legs. It's hard to knock these guys down. Alright, it's the captain's turn. He's gonna shoot the air elemental a couple times. Alright, 5 and actually do some decent amount of damage. Both hits. The wizard. Yes, it's a wizard, but you knew that. He was already rolling stuff. Just zaps the lightning again from where he's standing. And then the first mate. Well, misses. The bosun. Ooh, who's he gonna go after? Well, no, they're focusing fire. So he is trying to grapple the air elemental with a hook. And apparently he managed it somehow. He's just that good.
Oh,
Alrighty
jeez.
then.
Okay,
I
the
would be
guy up
impressed.
top. Uh-oh. I hit Betty.
Oh, crud.
Oh,
Okay. Now all it does is take away your temporary hit points. However, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh. Oh.
That
I
good
don't
or
like
that
that. Oh.
bad?
Well, okay. So the way concentration checks work for spells is when you get hit, you roll a Constitution saving throw, and the point you have to make is half the damage you took, which in this case would be 2, or 10, whichever is higher.
Okay.
And you rolled the 9.
Okay.
So now the air elemental gets to do whatever it wants to do.
Shoot. Crap.
So this will be fun. Okay.
It was nice while it lasted.
It
Yeah.
did take out a bunch of guys, so
There's that, but now he can think of us, possibly.
Yep. that will be interesting. All right.
I'm
It is
gonna-
the bard's turn.
I'm gonna go closer and I'm gonna rapier the purple guy right here.
Okay, the captain. All right, let's
captain.
see your attack. You totally hit and totally do 8 points of damage. All right, Finea, it is your turn.
Okay.
I don't think you've realized yet the air elemental is out of control, so
All right.
that'll be a fun surprise.
Oh, it will be, I'm sure. Okay, I'm gonna guiding bolt the bosun here.
Okay. He dies.
Yay!
Yep. Bolts the chest, and he goes like, falls over. All right, Betty, it's your turn up in the crow's nest.
All right, so
There's really only one guy who can target you right now.
yeah, the same guy. It's on the same level as me.
Yeah, well, he's slightly below you, but close
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, but go at him with my short bow.
All right. let's see your hit. Well, he dies.
Yeah.
Thwap. Arrow to
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're fine. Okay. Now it is our ranger's turn.
Well,
You
since
can
everyone
only
up,
really see 2 targets, the captain and the first mate. Captain's the one who's taken damage so far.
all right, then I will target him.
Oh,
Ooh,
Ouch.
crit
Oh.
miss.
oof.
Does not hit. Alright, the air element. Let's see there. 1,
Crud.
2, 3, 4, 5 targets.
Ouch time.
Okay, so first punch is going to go towards Leia.
Lovely.
I rolled at random. And because you did not expect it, it has advantage. So he hits.
Crud.
But only 11 points of damage. I didn't roll very high. Think that
Still
through.
ouch. Still an ouch.
Yes. 11's not rolling well.
That's still an ouchie.
Yep. Okay. And the second punch is.
Guys,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
The elemental's not on our side anymore. I got hit.
Yeah. Second
Oh,
punch
no!
is actually also going towards you.
Oh boy.
Watch out, it's not under my control anymore.
Oh.
I'm dead.
Yep. You are unconscious.
Nice
Caught
while
by
it lasted.
surprise with air elemental fists to the head.
You're
All right.
lovely.
It is the wolf's turn.
Can wolf bite?
Yes. It won't
know,
be
I
very effective, though.
It won't be very effective. That seems.
Is there a way to experience that elemental?
Yeah. Yeah. The wolf might want to go after the other guys.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I
Yeah.
want to wait. So going after the first mate.
All right. Let's see your attack roll. That will hit. He is not knocked prone, but does take 11 points of damage. And he's like kicking his leg out at the wolf, and it's like gesturing at the air elemental. It's like, what is wrong with you? It's the captain's turn. And he is going to press... Oh, not that button. Press the attack. Okay. Deck wizard. Another bolt of lightning out of the cabin. The first mate is going to turn and go after the wolf.
Uh-oh.
But misses. Okay.
So now what do I need to do?
Death saving throw.
Okay, just a second. Where is that on my... Yep, okay.
So it's beneath temporary hit points and all that.
Got
Okay,
it.
you do not get worse.
Good.
All right, Finea, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I guess
Getting
I
a little
noticed
chaotic.
the air elemental smacking Leia around.
Yep.
I better do something about that.
Might not be a bad idea.
On the upside, I think
wait,
all
no,
the
not that. Sorry, I hit the wrong.
yeah. On the upside, it looks like all the normal sailors are gone.
Okay, I'm gonna do guiding bolt at not that.
Okay. Now remember, he's right next to you, so it'll have disadvantage in the attack roll.
So should I back up or?
If you do, he'll punch you.
Fine, I won't do a spell then. I only have ranged attacks. I don't really have melee anything.
No, Sacred Flame would be fine, and your
Oh,
crossbow would be fine. Because your Actually, hold on. Let me double check. just remembered something.
I do have spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just realized something.
What?
Guiding bolt is fine because you have crossbow expert, which, being within 5 feet of a hostile creature, doesn't impose disadvantage on your range attack rolls. That applies to all range attack rolls, not just crossbow ones.
Oh, okay.
So guiding
well,
bolt is fine. That was me
I will-
forgetting you had that.
I will do guiding bolt at
Okay.
level 2. 'cause
Okay.
I got it.
Well, you hit, and it does 15 points of damage. That looked like it actually seriously hurt it.
Good.
All right, Betty. If you look down, you can see all but the wizardy guy.
Okay.
Though the air elemental has a bit of cover because of the crow's nest being beneath you.
So is the captain the one with the purple?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go after him then.
Well, that'll hit, and you'll have sneak attack.
Does that mean I get a second shot?
No, it means you get extra damage. 2d6 at this point. So 16 points damage. That hurt. All right. Now it is the ranger's turn. Enya. Captain's hurt. The first mate's hurt. The air elemental is hurt.
I think I'm gonna go with the air elemental because it probably can do some big damage.
Serious damage, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm assuming because it's
All right, so you already marked the captain last turn, so you can't move it until he dies.
oh right.
I think.
Maybe you
Hold
should
on.
stick with the captain till he's
Let me double
gone.
check. I might be remembering because it changes a little bit from edition to edition.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. He has to die before you can move it.
Okay. Then I'll stick with the captain.
Okay. Yeah, that gets to be a problem after a while. Is you played for so long, you have 4 or 5 versions of the rules in your head.
I'm trying to remember which one's current.
Yeah, I'm at least not as bad off as the guys I play with on Saturdays because they've been playing literally longer than I've been alive.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
So they've been through almost
All
the
of
changes
them.
of
Yeah, no, literally all of them. They remember when it came as a spiral-bound floppy book. Okay, so roll a d6 for Hunter's Mark. Max. Okay, so that's 19 points of damage.
Yay!
Captain's like, "Urgh, and he like slumps down and is like leaning against the thing, and his dead eyes are glaring at you from across the deck. Okay, it's the air elemental's turn. I have
Oh,
3 targets, so let's see
Oh,
who's
lovely.
going to attack.
Please let it be the deck wizard or first mate.
Well, it looks like the wolf gets a hit.
Oh,
Why
no,
Why?
I am rolling randomly. There are 3 targets, and I rolled 2d6.
Ember
So-
didn't attack.
It's gone crazy. Oh, it hit.
no.
The wolf is not down.
No.
Because it's
Wow.
temporary hit points, so he's okay.
Good.
That's 13. 8. So he took 8 points of damage, which means he has 5 points left. And a second attack is going towards the first mate.
Good.
Oh, that's good.
And he takes 17 points of damage. Oh, well, that kind of kills him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the good news. The
Yeah.
bad news is there are only 2 targets next to the air elemental now.
Shit.
And they're not my dudes.
No.
Alright, it's the wolf's turn.
Well, I guess since there's only you can only see the elemental going to bite.
Misses.
Oh.
Can't quite grab onto that wispy stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good-
the
good try,
deck
girl.
wizard just rolls his damage again. But he rolls very poorly this time. Okay. Another death save.
right. Ooh.
Ooh, so that's
That's-
1 and 1.
Yeah.
So when you
So
get
1, 2,
to
okay,
3
so
successes
1.
or 3 failures,
Okay.
you either stabilize or you die.
Uh-huh. Good boy.
No pressure.
Finea, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I guess we've just got the deck wizard and the elemental.
Yep.
Come on, guys. We
No,
almost
I'm
got this.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna shoot. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna use my spirit. I'm gonna use spiritual weapon on
Okay.
the air elemental.
The AE.
That thing. Oh shoot!
Crap.
Big
Well,
blobby thing.
you miss.
Big wispy thing.
Crap.
Okay, so that's your bonus action.
Okay. And then I'll take out my crossbow. Can I do my crossbow, or do I have to
Yes.
do? Okay,
Yeah, you can do your crossbow.
crossbow at the air elemental.
Okay. That hits.
Good.
Now your crossbow is not magical. So it doesn't do full damage, but it does do some damage.
Okay. I'm running out of spells.
Yeah, Sacred Flame would probably be a good idea. So basically the air elemental is only taking half damage from weapons unless they're magical.
Yeah.
Okay, Betty, it is your turn.
Yes.
You can only see one target.
That would be the elemental.
Yep.
My short bow's got that +1. Isn't that magic though?
Yes, that is. Your short bow will do full damage to the air elemental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see your attack. Now he can't see you, but you got a bad angle on him, so that kind of. Well, the 23 will hit anyway. So.
Yeah.
Okay, and then your sneak attack damage. Really? Really? The
Oh,
elemental fades away.
well, I guess
Okay.
the question I was going to ask is no longer.
Yeah.
Relevant.
All
I was
right.
gonna ask, is it a humanoid or not? Like, would I be getting that advantage?
Yeah, it is not.
That's what I was.
It counts as an elemental. Okay, so if you move, so from where you are standing, Enya, you cannot see the deck wizard because he's in his cabin. But if you move over across the deck, you'd be able to see into his room.
Okay.
And he's cornered.
Yes, he
I would do
is.
that. So okay. And since the captain said I would have to talk
Mhm.
to my the hunter's mark.
Yep, you mark the deck wizard. He has stayed safe by being a bit of a coward, but now he's a little outnumbered.
Just a bit.
Ah,
Okay. And fortunately for him, he did not take the time to cast mage armor. So you do hit. I'm gonna need the D6 roll as well. Ow. Okay. All right. It's the wolf's turn.
Can the wolf get into the?
Yeah, the door's open. Just 1, 2, 3 squares.
Sick of Ember. I'm seeing this forceful via force.
I can't see from up here. Somebody give me a play-by-play.
The wolf's gonna go eat the wizard.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Okay. 7 points of damage. And I'm pretty sure the wizard's gonna fail his check. But he might.
Chew toy. Chew toy.
He might make it. We'll see. He might get lucky. He did. He does not get knocked down.
Well, boo.
Okay, well, it's his turn, and he shouts something in a. Okay, do any of you speak Draconic?
No,
I don't think so.
No, don't
Okay, he
think
shouts
so.
something in a language you do not understand, and you hear some hissing in return.
Oh,
Oh
crap.
no.
Crap.
Oh,
Snakes.
Why does it have to be snakes?
And finally, the door behind you opens, and you see some lizard people.
Oh,
Oh.
lovely.
But it's not their turn yet. Let's put them.
Lizard folk.
And here we thought we were almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they go last anyway. Okay, but it's still the wizard's turn. And what is he going to do? He has a wolf on him. Actually, he casts a spell. It goes and pops up right there. He teleported. He then moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sees Enya and goes, ugh. Actually, he's going to do this. Boop. He just jumped off the ship because he didn't see Enya there, and so it was a little bit of trouble. So he jumped off the ship.
Chicken?
He's now in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like staring at like, what are you doing?
How long can you tread the water?
Fortunately, that's as far as he can get. So it is now... Ooh, Leia. 3rd death save. Okay, you don't get worse.
So that's a success?
Yep, that's a success. So that's 2 successes, 1 failure.
Okay.
All right. Finea, it is your turn.
All right.
Some lizard folk just started coming out of the door behind you, and the deck wizard just jumped off the ship.
Well, we really don't want the deck wizard to get away. But I don't know if I can jump in after him from where I am.
Well, you could just move to the railing and shoot at him.
Well, then I guess that's what I will do. Okay. I guess my spiritual weapon has to go with me, huh?
No, it moves separately. But so we'll look at that in a moment. So
okay.
do your attack against him first.
Okay, my attack against him will be, what should it be? I think I'll do a Sacred Flame, then I don't have to use one of my spell slots.
He dies.
Woohoo!
Okay. Now, spiritual weapon, it can move up to 20 feet when you activate it as a bonus action. So it could move 5, 10, 15 to there, and then attack.
Okay, well then I will attack this lizard thing here.
Okay.
Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait. I guess I can't because I'm out of 2nd level slots.
No. You cast it once, and then it lasts for a minute.
Oh, so it's not using my spell slot to do it again.
No,
okay.
You just need to repeat the attack.
Okay.
Okay,
Ooh.
but that misses.
I figured. Okay.
Betty, it's your turn. There are newcomers.
Yay!
They are lizard folk. Kind of got, bone shields and spears and stuff. And they're hissing something in Draconic that you do not understand.
But I can't see them from where I am.
You can see one of them. He's got a bit of cover because of the overhang of the upper deck, but you do have at least a shot.
Okay. In that case...
Oh, yeah, you hit. Give me your sneak attack. Ugh. That hurt. All right, Enya. You know there are guys below you, rather, but you cannot see them.
Alright, then I'm gonna go back down here.
Okay.
How much farther can I move? What was that at?
5. That was 6 squares to where you are. So you're a wood elf, right?
Yeah.
You have 1 more square of movement. Probably best to move to here so you have a better angle.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. And what do you know? Lizard folk do count as humanoids, by the way.
Oh, cool. I was about to
Nice.
ask that. I'm gonna use my hunter's mark on that.
Okay. Well, yeah. He's probably... Ow!
Oof.
Well, so that's
Big time ouch.
14, 15, 16, plus a d6. Give me the d6, I'm curious. Okay, that would have almost killed him if he'd been untouched, but he was hurt, so he is totally dead. Okay, it is the wolf's turn.
Can the wolf make it to them?
I don't think so. Not and attack. He's too far away.
Alright. So I want to move, like, right here?
Yep. That's 35 feet. So that's about as far as he could get anyway. And he's a little hurt, so.
Yeah, that's probably.
Oh, she's a little hurt, yeah.
She's, yes.
Don't overdo it.
Yep.
Okay. All
My
right.
turn.
I need another death save.
Crap.
Okay, that's 2 and 2.
Oh no.
If no one heals you, next round you either get better or you die.
Oh,
I prefer not death.
Okay, Finea, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I will use healing. Can I use healing word on Leia?
Yes,
Okay.
but
I
you
thought-
might. Okay, so this is one that gets a little interesting. Healing
Okay.
word is a bonus action. Spiritual weapon is a bonus action. You
That's what I
cannot
was
do
trying
both
to
in the
do.
same turn,
Crap. Okay.
but you can use cure wounds, which is an action. You just need to walk over and touch her.
Yeah. Well, you guys, Enya and and Ember kind of have the lizard folk in control, so I will go ahead
Well,
and do.
You-
What?
You'll still have spiritual weapon. You see, so cure
But-
wounds is an action, and then spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
I would do
Normally,
that.
you can't do
Okay.
2 spells, but you're not casting spiritual weapon. You're just using it. You already
Okay.
cast it earlier.
Okay. Well, then I will do cure wounds on Leia.
Okay.
I only got level 1s. Wait, no. How do I do that?
That one, there should be one listed for you in your attacks on the
And
main
spell,
page.
yeah.
Well, that's what I.
No, not your spell page. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
There you go.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
And then spiritual weapon.
You have to move it too, but you can do that as
Oh.
part of the attack. So
Well, there we go.
that hits.
Okay, I'm trying to grab it. It wouldn't move.
There it goes.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not sure you have control over that one.
I guess I don't, because I kept moving it and then it moved, so I
Yeah.
assume you did it.
Yeah. See, that particular icon is from the other game. I
Mm.
just popped it down, so I forgot you had that. So let me edit. There we go.
Okay.
Now you should be able to control it.
Okay. Well, it is where I.
Yeah,
wanted
and it hit,
anyway.
so you're good. All right, Betty, you do not have a target this time. He's too far back in the room.
Nope. So I guess I can come down from my perch.
Okay, that'll
Yeah, I
take
think it
your
was-
whole turn. And you're right there. All right. This is the ranger's turn. You also do not have a target, but if you moved behind the wolf, then you can see him.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that'll hit.
Mhm.
That's still 9 points of damage. All right. And it is the wolf's turn. However, let's see, hold on. It's nothing that varies from edition to edition. I think. Okay, so I just had to remind myself. Spiritual weapon does not actually occupy the space it's in. So the wolf can stand
Okay.
in the same space as it.
All right.
So the wolf can move up and attack. Yeah, because basically the spiritual weapon acts like a ghost. Okay, that hits. And he's dead.
Ah,
Yay!
All right. The bard is awake.
Okay. So I don't need to do any more saves? Okay, so I can
Nope.
move.
You just gotta rub your aching ribs because, he got punched by an air elemental quite hard. Twice.
Okay. Can I sit? Can I be there and still try to do my light crossbow?
Actually, I don't think you can see him from anywhere because he's
Okay.
around the corner. So you have to wait till he
Okay.
makes a move.
Now, could I cure wounds myself just to feel a little better?
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. And cast at the first level or second level?
That's up to you.
Yeah. We'll
You're
do
almost done
level
with the
one.
fight, so you're probably fine.
I'll do level 1.
Okay. All right, 7 hit points. Now it is actually the lizard's turn. He's going to try and hit the wolf because that's the only thing he can reach. And what do we got? He goes for a bite, misses. He goes for a club. Ooh, that one hit.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
no.
Oh no, the wolf is unconscious.
No!
Run, not again.
Too bad my spiritual weapon can't smack him right now.
No
Yes.
kidding.
Okay. But the lizard is done. Sorry, I need to
Okay.
add him to the...
All
All right, now it's Sunea's turn. So let's see your spiritual weapon first, because it's right there.
Okay, spiritual weapon is gonna do some smackage.
Yeah.
It's going to do some smackage.
Well, I guess technically for you, it would appear as a spear or a trident.
Okay. There it go. Oh.
But whatever it does force damage. So. All right.
Okay.
Use
Now-
the force.
Yeah.
It's still your turn. So
Okay.
Sacred Flame. What are you gonna
Yeah,
do? You could do
I-
Guiding Bolt.
Can I see him? I can see the guy, can I? Or do I need to move closer?
You would need to move at least a little this way.
Like down here?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do Sacred Flame. Or no. Can I do yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Sacred
you failed,
Flame.
so you do your damage.
I keep
Okay.
I keep getting the rolls, but the damage is pitiful.
Well, that's almost max. Well, that's
Well.
actually that's average. You know, it's 1 to 8, so
I
5's not
know.
bad. Okay, Betty, it's your turn.
Let's see. And I probably need to move, don't I?
Just the 1 square, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll hit. You do not, however, get sneak attacks. You have no allies nearby. But it's probably a moot point because if Enya hits, it's totally dead.
I'm gonna do.
Yep, he's dead.
Woohoo!
It.
And you can go over and heal your poor wolf.
Yay!
That's my
Okay.
thing.
Whew.
So is the ship ours, or is there more?
No, that was everything.
Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I was gonna say this. It's some
We
other
just
random
took
things
out-
pop up.
You took out the entire crew at once.
We took out 14 people, essentially, and 3
elemental.
lizard people.
And an
Yeah.
air elemental.
Plus the air elemental that we
And the air elemental, which turned
Yeah.
on us. So we took out 18
Yeah. Although the pirates,
entities, essentially.
the pirates did most of the damage to the air elemental,
Yes.
which of course is
that's
still
true.
useful because
Yes.
damage you didn't take.
That is true.
All right, so you have
All
the
that
run of the
time
ship
that it was
now.
on our side worked in
Yep.
our advantage.
Now, can I clean out my death saves?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so since the ship is now secured, I
Yay!
will briefly go over what you find.
Woohoo.
Oof.
We in the
And,
money. We
Yeah,
in
someone take
money.
notes if you would.
I got it.
Okay. Now let's
Accountant.
Yes.
do this so I can see both.
Who makes a better accountant than a rogue?
Exactly. Betty, if you please.
Someone not liable to steal the money?
Yeah.
Oh.
I am loyal to my friends. It is on the character sheet.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, what is... Alright, whatever. This thing's being a little weird. There it goes. Okay.
So we have the ship.
Yes.
Yep. Alright,
We will
obviously...
be christening it later.
Yeah,
Yep.
so the rooms where you were, where the lizard folk were, one of them looks to be the galley stores, nothing major there. One of them's more general stores. You find some robe, sackcloth, sailcloth, all that kind of stuff. Although you do find some 100 feet long rope. That's fairly unusual. Usually they're only 50 feet, so that's kind of nice.
That'll be
The
useful for
galley
something.
itself has a stove. You know, it's nothing out of the ordinary. where the lizard folk were. So that one's a little interesting. They've clearly been there a while. A distinct odor about this room reminds you of a marsh. Not fetid or bad, but noticeable.
Okay.
There's the table. There's, they were drinking. Blah blah blah. So yeah, it's pretty clear they were staying in that room almost entirely. Like they didn't really come out for much. There is a small chest under the hammock. Blah blah blah. Okay, so there's the silver jug on the table with wine in it. It's worth 25 gold. Betty, give me a thieves' tools check. All right. Yeah, you bypassed the trap and the lock and all of that. No problem. Okay. So, in this chest are 10 electrum ingots worth 100 electrum pieces each.
Okay,
So that is
electrum-
500 gold in equivalent.
Okay.
So that was clearly, something. It's a big chunk to have it all together. So that's those 4 rooms there. The back rooms on the main deck are the master cabins. The wizard and the captain came out of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the wizard's body is still in the water. Do you know anything about that?
I guess we could, haul him up
Drag-
and see if he has anything in his pockets.
Okay.
Yeah, rifle the pockets and
All
toss
right.
them back overboard.
Yep.
Burial at sea.
Okay. Give me another thievery check. This is another trapped chest you find.
Let's see here.
Okay. So you find 50 gold, some clothing, and a scroll of Gust of Wind, as well as a spell book. And since this might be relevant later, okay. Here are the spells in the spell book.
Okay.
Okay.
Friends, Mage Hand, Prestidigitation, and Ray of Frost.
Okay, hold on. Mage hand. Press.
Friends.
Prestidigitation.
Press.
Prestidigitation.
When?
Prestidigitation.
Oh, Alrighty.
It's one of those spells that's really fun to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Also Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Ray of
And-
Frost is fun.
Yep. And then for first level spells, Disguise Self, Fog Cloud, Mage Armor, and Witch Bolt.
Was that the disguise
Disguise?
self when we needed it?
Yep. Well, it only works on one person, but still.
Oh,
It would
and
have been
then
useful.
Finally, Gust
Wait.
of Wind,
Wait, disguise self.
Fog Cloud,
Fog cloud. I
Mage
got little
Armor.
hands. I can only write so fast. Mage. Okay.
Witch Bolt.
Was that
Witch Bolt.
Witch bolt?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the one he was using the
against
whole
us.
fight. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Witch
he hits
Bolt.
once and then just automatically does damage every time.
Okay. The witch
then-
bolt. Okay.
Second level spells: Gust of Wind,
Gus.
Melf's Acid Arrow. It's
Acid.
MELF. Melf's Acid Arrow, and
Okay.
then Misty Step.
Misty step. Okay.
Oh,
I'm assuming that causes like a mist or a fog to follow you when you move.
no, Misty Step is actually a short-range teleport, and it just closed the game out on me.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, we're still fine. I had the book open, so that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Got his stuff in the captain's cabin. There's not much of note. There's some silver trays and stuff, and a lot of pewter things.
Hey, that
there's
stuff can be sold.
There
Mhm.
are a small chest with personal letters of a personal and intimate nature
Oh my.
from
Ooh.
to Sigurd Snake Eyes. However, there are apparently 3 Mrs. Sigurd Snake Eyes living in different towns.
Oh boy.
So does it fall to us to inform all of these Mrs. Sigurd Snake Eyes the bad news?
They are now widows.
I will leave that to you. None of the towns are nearby. They're in different countries.
Oh, okay. Well,
we can send a message by carrier pigeon and then let them duke it out.
yeah, we'll do that. I don't really feel like going and tracking down these ladies.
Throw them in a
I'm
bottle.
pretty sure the main inheritance they would have is the ship.
I want the ship.
I knew you were going to say that. All right. Now, there is one other item of note. There is a curious, semi-literate document requesting a further supply of ironware as per previous consignments and agreed terms. The signature is in the form of a pictograph of a lizard with a forked tongue extended.
Huh.
Let's see. The doors are locked. Betty would have no problem with those. Oh, and he searches his body. The key's on his belt anyway. There's 2 potions of healing and a dose of antitoxin.
Oh, heavy.
And a key that is clearly to chains, but you don't see any in here.
Okay, so 2 healing potions.
1 antitoxin, and then you said keys.
Yeah,
chains?
keys to chains, but you don't see any chains in his room.
Key to chains.
Okay, there's also really good nautical maps of the region.
Okay.
Good.
And there is a crude map indicating an area looks to be near Saltmarsh of a rendezvous point. It's like a small promontory besides a river in the marshes. So you've been around enough, you know that's probably to the southwest of Saltmarsh. Okay, there is also 10 more electrum ingots.
Ooh, so another 500
Worth the same amount,
gold.
so another 500 gold worth. So, yeah, between that and the note, it seems pretty obvious that the lizard folk were paying for something. Half the payment was there, the other half the payment was still with them. Okay, the crew quarters... Not really much interesting there. There's a book called Grog Hovels. It is a travel guide of all the taverns and inns along the coastline that would not turn away a pirate.
That could come in handy.
I might want to pocket that one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so the
that
cargo
might be
hold.
very well used.
Yep. The cargo hold, there are 50 bolts of silk, 40 casks of brandy, 40 casks of fine wine, and 1 large crate of high-quality mining tools. Those are all clearly stolen. Like, they're mostly marked with the king's signet, and the tools are marked with the dwarven signet. So these are all stolen.
Okay. Well, we can make an attempt to return them.
Yeah. Well, you're headed back to town, I would assume.
Yes.
Olive
Well,
branch.
it's who they specifically belong to.
Ah, well.
Yeah.
Okay, so down below, the other nice rooms. The first mate's room. Some books, nothing really particularly interesting. There is 500 silver pieces in there. And in the bosun's cabin, there is a chest, nothing particularly interesting. And finally, 200 silver. And there's a broken spear and a book that when you open it, it is a spell book. There's also, within its pages, an amulet that, it's a spell focus. Now, oh, wait. So here's an interesting case of Schrodinger's NPC.
Oh boy.
Because I did not create this character. They were in the story already. But the spell book is written in Aquan,
Which I can read.
which you can read.
Yes.
Now,
So what does it say?
well, it's a spell book, so it's got spells in it.
Right.
But actually, you know what? Give me one moment.
Well, Schrodinger's NPC makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't believe we beat all those people.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
Considering we had a
and-
half-cocked plan there.
Well,
Oh my
and
goodness.
you, Betty, not getting hit for as long as you did.
Yeah, it
That
helps.
was
It helps
that
being
was a saving
small
Gary.
sometimes.
yeah.
You can get
And-
overlooked. So
Mhm.
I'm
In
so
a
glad we
row.
bought that
Because
elemental gem.
otherwise we would have been
Yeah,
SOL.
yeah. We needed a huge distraction, and that's exactly what we got.
That's exactly what the Pro Can ordered.
Yes.
All right, sorry for the delay. Don't want to Shanghai character players and stuff they don't know about. Okay, so Finea recognizes the handwriting. It is in fact of a sea elf she knows. His name is Oceanus.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Good, bad, or otherwise?
Well, I kind of just left, and I haven't seen him in years. I don't know if he, yeah, I haven't really kept in touch. We didn't break up or anything. I just sort of left.
What was this, a breakup? Please don't tell me this is an ex that we're dealing with here.
Well, no,
Nope.
not really. I mean, it's not like we formally broke up or anything. I just kind of said I was going away for a while. I would be back. That was a couple years ago.
Okay, so Betty, give me a perception check.
Oh.
Okay, well, that wasn't very good, but luckily
Yeah.
he's being very loud. So behind the wall, you hear a banging noise.
Oh crap.
Oh, lovely.
Oh no.
that your
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Okay, so you realize, looking at it, that the rooms you're in are too short. Like they should be longer. And so after a few minutes searching, you find a secret door. And behind that door is a prison cell.
He's
Hey,
locked
is he
up.
chained up? I got a key.
Yes, you do have the key.
Woohoo!
Now
So
the
a dark,
question
cramped
is,
area, only 4
do we
feet wide at
unlock him?
most. Squeezed in between the ship's stern and the adjacent cabin appears to be a holding cell. A slim humanoid figure cowers in the far corner, chained to the hull. And it is in fact a sea elf.
Do I need to
And
go unlock him?
Finea
Am I
recognizes
the one that
him.
fits?
It is Oceanus.
Well, wait a
I'm
minute.
not
yeah.
here. I'm not
It's
here.
Finea?
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Okay, so
Sweetheart, I think it's too late.
he's like blinking up at you. It's like he can't really see because he's just been blinded by the in the massive inrush of light because he was in darkness before. It's like,
yeah.
are you with the pirates? I hope not.
No.
Can I get out now?
Yes, I got the key right here. Hold on. Let me
So he's
unlock
like,
you.
rubbing his wrists, the whole normal thing you see with that,
Yep.
and he's like, "Thank you. I'm from the tribe of Manan. We're not too far from here. We were, keeping an eye on things, and the ship kept doing really weird things. Stopping in the middle of nowhere and staying for several hours. So I was supposed to keep an eye on them, and then they captured me."
Well, you're safe now. All of the crew and everything has been taken care
Oh,
of.
good. Did you figure out what they were doing?
Best we can figure, smuggling something.
To who though?
Well,
It remains to be seen.
Yeah, it looks like they may have had some sort of arrangement with some lizard folk.
Oh, that's not good. We'll have to figure out what's going on before I return home.
Yeah.
Okay, is Finea still hiding from him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm crouched behind a barrel, but I'm
Okay.
very poorly because it's too short.
Yeah.
So
I see.
far,
All
so far.
the-
Why don't you
Trying to
Would
keep
you come out of
quiet.
your cell there? You're free now. Stretch your limbs.
Did you happen to find a book? It's so
Yes.
annoying to try and
replace a spell book. Can I have that back, please?
Yes, yeah, here you go.
Thank you. So I hate to be demanding,
Finea
but
kicks
you know,
it.
yeah.
Just kick it across, and I'm still hiding behind the barrel. But again, it's a short barrel. I'm a tall elf.
Yep.
It's kind of hard to slouch.
Yeah. Well, luckily for you, he's not paying too close attention yet. Oh,
Good.
and since you would be able to see it, he has a lot of spells in there. Let's see. See invisibility, mirror image, magic weapon, dragon's breath, dark vision.
How did he get better than me?
Well, he's a wizard. He gets more spells than
yes,
you.
Yes, I know that, but I'm annoyed about this.
Yeah.
Kids, this is why you stay in school.
Lovers quarrel, dear.
Oh, why am I'm hearing Mr. T in my head. Stay in school, kids!
Yeah.
I have no idea where that came from. Don't do drugs!
I went to cleric school. I learned how to worship Procan, and then I ran off to,
Well,
be
apparently
wild and free and be on ships.
apparently you missed the second bit of advice from Mr. T, which is don't do drugs!
I didn't do drugs.
Whose counts, I guess.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's a wizard, and he is asking to stick around until you figure out what's going on with the lizard folk.
Oh.
And then he sees you. It's like,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Finea?
Fred.
What are
Hi.
you doing here?
You
We'd all like to know.
you two know each other?
Are you married with the class?
Hi, honey.
Hi. Honey?
He's like, I thought you were dead. He rushes towards you to give you a big, massive hug. What do you do?
I kind of stiffen up, and then I awkwardly pat his back, going, there.
He seems utterly crestfallen.
Trouble in paradise?
You didn't get kidnapped, did you? You just left me.
I
And
was
he
coming
sits down and just kind of drapes there. It's all incredibly dramatic.
I was coming back.
It's
You
you.
You were
Me,
still.
not you.
You were still
It's
studying.
me, not you.
And yeah, it's me. It's not you, honey. It's you were.
In her defense, the ship she did almost die. The ship we were on did sink.
Yeah, I was gonna come back, and you were busy with all your wizard learning stuff.
She didn't want to be a distraction.
Yes, my path, my devotion to Procan led me to fly and be free on the sea.
Okay.
Sea is freedom.
So here's the important question: are you lying?
Only partially.
Only partially. Okay.
No, he seriously was hip deep in his studies, and I didn't want to
All
get
right. Well,
taken.
now he's here.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it for the ship. He'll actually help you get it back to port, and you can pull up the ship you guys brought, the little boat, and there's the two guards on there who are helping row.
Finea, I owe you a drink later. We need to commiserate and we need to have a bit of chit chat.
I need booze.
Yep.
But not in earshot of him.
We'll have a little girl talk up in my room. We'll have a little spa day, okay?
Okay. I'll tell you the story.
Yep. Oh, one last thing I forgot. The other room also had a secret compartment. That one was full of weapons.
Woohoo!
Okay.
But so once you get back in, the council comes over. They send the representatives, look over things. They're represented from the king. They offer you.
They expand with the weapons.
Yes, but they pay you for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll pay you 200 gold for the return of the brandy and the silk and the wine.
Okay.
500 gold for all the weapons.
All right.
And they decide, as a form of retainer, they're going to let you keep the ship.
Woohoo! Whoa, wait.
And now, remember, I said retainer, so
They are going to
Right.
provide you with a basic crew for a year. After that, you have to pay them yourselves, but you have to stay in the area and be available to help out the town.
Okay.
Well, that sounds more than reasonable.
The ship's worth quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
I
am
know.
a
I know.
little hesitant, but she go along with
Well,
it.
you
we
are
don't
welcome.
have to pay the crew for a year.
You're welcome to stay with us as long as you want.
Yeah.
But eventually we could probably earn enough to buy the ship outright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, the ship will be yours to keep after a year. It's just until
Yes.
then
Right.
they'll want you to work for them a bit.
Mhm.
Let's see. Looking up just how much this is worth. Okay. So yeah, figure the ship would probably be worth at least 10,000 gold.
Nice.
Now, they're not the ones who paid that 10,000 gold, so they're a little freer with what wasn't theirs, but it's still a
Mhm.
valuable thing to give you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
At least they're grateful.
yeah, and
Yes.
they want you to, they're probably going to want you to investigate the lizard folk and figure out what's going on there. But
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
As
That'll
long
be a
as I
bit
don't have
later.
to go to Hydra Fest.
Yeah. Well,
stories. That
Yeah.
was a dark day.
They're very
Mm.
dark.
Let me put it this way. That involved player betrayal of the party. The players spent the next 2 years. So I'm talking real world time here. 2 years of gaming trying to kill that former player character.
holy
It was
cow.
that bad and worse.
Let's not do that.
Yes.
Oh.
please.
Yes.
There's
Are
further
we?
drama, but I will save that for
Yeah.
off recording.
Holy cow.
Boy. Yes, that was a massive betrayal by the
Ouch.
character of everybody else.
Owie.
And to put it in your guys' terms, imagine if you throwing a party for your success, and one of the players' characters betrays everybody and gets the entire town of Saltmarsh, plus all of the nearby halfling villages, plus everyone else who happened to be nearby, killed
Oh my god.
in one night.
Ouch.
Yep.
What?
And
And
it's
there
like,
were
what
But I didn't.
man?
I didn't kill any of the players.
Yay!
and the reason I thought of it was lizard folk were involved. Not directly.
No, those are
But-
snake folk.
Okay, well, it's their cousins.
Distant relation.
Yes.
Yes. But that just made me remember, oh no. Me, Chrissy, the player, not Finea.
Yeah.
I was like,
Okay.
I knew
Well-
Jared wouldn't do that.
So is Oceanus gonna stick with us for a while?
Yeah.
As
I mean,
well?
if you
Okay.
want to kick him out, you can. But
I better hold on. I better hang on to him because he's no good on his own.
yeah, he's
Well, it
also
sounds like he knows
useful.
something about these lizard people too. So
Yeah.
Right.
He's also a
Eh.
spellcaster, so
yeah,
Which
Yeah.
wouldn't be bad. One more member to our party, which could
Yeah.
help.
even if
I'm
he is
not-
an NPC.
Yeah. Well, I'll show Chrissy how he works, and then
I
she
bet
can
you will.
decide if she wants to control him. No.
Dad's puppet dad.
No. She can decide if she wants to run both or just have me run him, and she can order him around.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna spend the next week coming up with a concrete backstory.
Well, you get 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Because
That's
we're
right,
not
that's
playing
right.
next week. So
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, in that case,
I got some ideas, but
Do you guys want to level up tonight?
Sure, why not?
I think we better.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Now this should be a little quicker than before because we got
In
the
the
builders a
meantime,
little nicer.
I will check the accounts so I can see where we're
Oh.
at.
Oh,
Okay.
and Lottie's starting to fuss.
All right, so we'll level up your character a little later. So let's start with who wants to go first.
Okay, I better get off so I can take care of her. but-
Okay, and I'll level your character up tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so Betty, Leia, or Enya, who's going first?
I can
I'll
go
go.
first. Oh, go ahead, Betty. Go ahead, Anya. Go
Okay,
ahead.
wait.
Anya.
Everyone went first, so we're going with Betty because I have hers up.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now level 4. The rogue gets... Come on, computer. The rogue gets more hit points.
Woohoo!
And... What are you doing?
That's it.
computer?
That's it.
No, you get stuff at level 4. It's just... It's not working.
We've got
Okay, anyway. Level 4... Seriously? Piece of junk computer. Come on!
I know that feeling.
Okay. All you get is more hit points, and your ability scores go up. That's the big one.
Woohoo! I'll take it.
Okay, ability score increase. Now, the obvious would be to increase when your dexterity is already max. Okay, so your strength is 12, your dex is 20, your con is 12, intelligence 14, wisdom 12, and charisma 1. No, sorry, 13, which is plus 1.
Mhm.
You can increase any of those by a total of 2, except dex. Your dexterity is already as high as it can get.
Right.
You could also take a feat instead, which it isn't letting me. So, what attribute would you like to increase? Constitution would give you more hit points. Strength would make you stronger and carry more, but that's really... I mean, your dex is the important one, so...
Right. Yeah. No, let's do the Constitution.
Okay. All right. And that's it. Your character's level 4 now. Let me make sure your hit points went up properly. Okay, player tokens. You now have 35 hit points.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, because you went up 5 from your roll, but then your constitution increased, so it went up more for that too.
Mhm.
So it increased your total by 10. Okay. All right, then let's do Leia next.
Okay.
Okay. So, the Bard, what do you get at level 4? You get an extra spell, another spell
Nice.
slot, and ability
Cool.
score increase.
Sweet.
Okay. You definitely want to put it into charisma.
Yep.
I mean, I would ask, but that is the obvious choice.
Yeah, go for it, yeah.
See, the big thing is that'll make all your spells better, and
Yep.
you'll be able to cast your temporary hit point ability once more per day.
Sweet.
that'll
that
be
would
big.
That'll come in handy.
Yeah. Okay, so you get one more second level spell.
Okay.
Currently you have invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Common choices, heat metal, hold person, lesser restoration, although Chrissy can cast that one.
Right.
Silence can be useful because it blocks all spell casting and sound. See
Okay.
invisibility does what it says. Shatter is like basically a sound bomb.
Right. And
It'll
Chrissy
hurt.
has said, yeah.
Yeah, it'll hurt people and objects.
Mhm.
Detect thoughts does what it says. Calm emotions can actually be a really useful one because
Okay.
it basically will, calm people down, but like if your party members are charmed or frightened, it'll suppress those effects.
Ooh, I think we might go with that one.
Okay. Yeah, because that one, it doesn't come up a ton, but when it comes
Right.
up, it's big.
Right.
And you still have
I'm just-
visibility too, so.
Right. Oh, I'm just thinking with what happened at the house with the fake.
Yeah, that's
sounds.
a big deal
That
too.
would come in handy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and it because like lesser restoration can remove a fear effect on one person. Calm
Right.
emotions works on everybody. It's
Okay.
not permanent, but it works on
Mhm.
everybody, so that's very useful that way.
Okay.
Okay, and your hit points went up to 33.
Nice.
Okay, and then that leaves Enya. What does the ranger get it for? I think just... Yeah, just the ability score improvement and more hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, just. That's very useful too. Yours is being a little grumpy.
Oh.
But we're gonna do it manually. Level 4. Okay, roll. You wanna roll or take the average?
Let's do the roll.
Okay. So roll a d10.
See if I get lucky. Half.
Okay, so your hit points are going to go up 6, 7, 8. So you have 38 hit points right now.
Nice.
However, you also get the ability score improvement. Your dexterity is already maxed out. Your wisdom's also quite high. So the obvious choice would be to increase either your constitution, your intelligence, or your charisma, or well, two of those basically, because those three are odd numbers. So if you increase your constitution, you'll get 4 more hit points. If you increase your charisma, it won't be a negative number anymore. And if you increase your intelligence, it'll be a little better for there. I'd probably suggest charisma and constitution, but it's up to you.
Those were the ones I was thinking, so yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay. Let me see. Yours is being a little grumpy.
Goodness. Is it because, like, you were saying that the Beastmaster's like it's kind of different?
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's not just the Beastmaster, but you're basically using an alternate version of the Ranger entirely. That probably is what it is. That's okay.
Yay, me being difficult.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, much better.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I got it working, so it's fine. So
Okay,
now your hit points are gonna go up by another 4. So you have 42. And everything else should be fine. Okay, yeah, you're good to go. Oh wait, your wolf
What
gets
about
better
Ember?
too. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does Ember get a level up or?
Yes. To your skill points. Yeah, Ember's abilities are going to go up just like yours did, and it'll also get more hit points.
Yay!
Okay, so let me. Wow, your hit points went up by quite a bit. Okay, and then Ember. Well, your dex would definitely be the one to go up because it's a 15.
Okay.
And I guess increase intelligence. So that's the other odd number.
All right.
Roll a d8.
Why is it twice? Ugh.
It's crazy.
Okay, so she now has 22 hit points
Ooh,
instead of 13.
definitely better.
Yep. All right, so that should be everything. Yep, 33, 33, 35, and 42 hit points.
So I'm like, I have a lot of hit points,
Well,
especially like if we do the.
yeah.
When...
Although, let me double check. 'Cause that's okay. Level 4, 10, 12, 13. No, that's right. Yeah, that is right.
Cool.
I have a feeling we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
No, we won't need it at all.
No, we're never gonna fight anyone ever again.
He's saying no, but he's shaking his head. Yeah.
Yeah. And
My
I've
hit
checked
points
the
is
books. I've checked the accounts, and by my count, we have, at least as far as money is concerned, we've got the 20 electrum ignits,
Mm-hmm.
75 pieces of platinum, a little over 1,600 gold pieces, 1,250 silver pieces, and 35 pieces of copper.
Nice.
So, and the fact that we don't have to pay a crew for the next year is better.
That's gravy. We can set a rainy day fund.
Yes.
Yep.
So, we are in good shape, I think.
I think so.
Yep.
Plus a whole bunch of stuff too. that
Yeah.
we picked up. We've got a bunch of potions
That we can try to get to stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and so just so you're aware, since he's with you there and he'll be able to talk to you about it. So Oceanus is a wizard. However, is specialized into abjuration, which means protection magic.
Nice.
Ooh.
So he is actually tougher than any of you.
Well, that's good.
We might be keeping him around.
Yeah.
Finea might have to cope.
Yeah,
with the,
whether Finea likes it or not.
Yeah.
They're saying you have to keep Oceanus around whether you like it or not because he's tough. Yeah, the way abjuration wizards work is when they cast certain kinds of spells, it gives them a force field basically. And so he has a force field and he has temporary hit points. And then after that he has more hit points than any of you.
Ooh.
Because yes, he's a wizard, but he's tough.
Nice.
Oceana, you go. We'll just sit and watch.
Yeah. Well, and his attack spells are fine to use up close and personal anyway, so
Nice.
yeah. The character existed before. I went through and remade him as a wizard, but it's still all like he's not cheating in any way. He's still straight up a normal wizard. It's just he's built a little differently than most. But okay, that is it. It is getting late, so I'll let you guys go.
All right.
Ready at level 4 in 2 weeks. And that was the finish of the first full adventure story. That was
Yay.
the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. Next up is called Danger at Dunwater. Continue the story about the lizard folk.
To be continued. Until next time, stay safe, adventurers.
You have been listening to the Five-ish Fangirls podcast. You can find more episodes and information at thefivishfangirls.com. Any and all books, movies, games, and any other forms of media mentioned are owned and operated by the respective copyright holders. No copyright infringement is intended or implied. If you wish to support the show, the easiest way is to leave us a rating and review. More ratings and reviews will make it easier for others to find the show. If you wish to support us monetarily, you can do so at patreon.com/5ishfangirlspodcast. All money goes towards fees and equipment to keep the show going. For official Five-ish Fangirls merchandise, visit redbubble.com/people/5ishfangirls. We love hearing from our listeners and encourage feedback. You can email us at fiveishfangirls@gmail.com. You can also like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/5ishfangirls. Thank you so much for listening, and may the squee be with you.